but I don't happen to be very popular with the staff.
And that means more to you than being there at the most important moment of my life.
Oh, Blanche, there are so many hospitals in Miami. Maybe you can find one where you haven't volunteered?
No, don't worry about it, Mother. I'm leaving in the morning and I'm taking
Hey, girl, hey. What's up? How's it going?
A little more to the left. A little more to the left.
Cheers.
Come on.
I got the Golden Girls playing. Hold on, let me cut it down a little bit. Hey, girl, hey.
Go to sleep, Ma.
It's been 14 hours. Just a sip of water, darling.
Go to sleep.
What's up?
Dorothy?
Regina, no.
Something wrong?
Are you for real? That's some BS. I know she has her own podcast and all.
Military secrets I taught.
Hey, loves. How's it going?
I think what's coming on. Oh.
What's up?
Blanche, cut it out. I'm trying to get some sleep.
I love this episode.
He's in labor.
Oh. Hold my hand.
Girl, I follow her on TikTok, but you know how things go. You don't always get to see everybody's stuff, so I'll have to go and search her page out again. Yes, I got the girls playing in the background. Hey, girl, hey.
Fine, is there anything I can do?
Without being too obvious.
You got that, Rose?
Hey, girl, hey. Hope you have a good day.
Oh, my God, you made it start.
She's having contractions.
Oh, don't worry.
You like that, ain't it, Velvet?
Hospital right now. Dorothy, this reminds me of when I was you were pregnant.
Pinch and zoom. Pinch and zoom. I can't. I gotta figure something out. You know what I mean? It was like a last minute thought. I was like, well, you know, I'm not saying anything. Okay, look.
Rose, who is this man?
He's my ice skating.
Cute. Cutie patooties. Those are the little phone pouches. The crossbodies that I've been working on. But look, I gotta show you this. I'm getting ready to make some bags out of this. I think this is absolutely beautiful. The quilt work and stuff on this. And I couldn't resist. Isn't that pretty? And it's quilted, so it's gonna be a really nice bag. I'm gonna make one big bag, and then I'm gonna make two smaller bags out of this. This is one side, and this is the other. So it'll be reversible.
I'm scared. Oh, honey, there's nothing to be afraid of. Just remember, pull.
Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Isn't that pretty? I like that. So I'm about to start working on that one. I was looking for my pink. There's a particular color pink that I'm looking for, fabric or ribbon to do my binding with, and I can't locate it. I can't put my finger on it. So I'm not like trying to like, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to like mess it up or anything just yet. I just don't know what I did with all that ribbon. I know it was right here somewhere, but I organized, and you know what happens when you actually organize? You forget where everything's at again. Yas, honey, yas, yas. Pay attention to our moderators. They'll kind of pin throughout the live, and pay attention to our comments down below. Sometimes I I don't see them when they scroll through because I see everybody's likes and shares as well. So I don't always see everybody's comments. So sometimes if you've asked something and I haven't answered, watch the comments. Someone in the comments may be answering you as well. One of our regs that's here all the time. Hey girl, hey. So I've got that, but let me show you some other really pretty fabrics. As well as, some of you here. The old not what? Know what I mean? Has been fun. But Daddy enjoyed it too, and he got some freebies. So I'm about to show you Daddy's freebies that are actually going to come in use for me. I was like, thanks. Well, this one wasn't a freebie. He found this one and he liked it.
It doesn't matter what your parents want. Rose, you're never going to make them happy.
Isn't it cute? This is vintage fabric here. So I love that. Then look at this one. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, Sophia. Bigfoot, thank you.
You're terrific. You made me realize you don't have to please your parents. I don't know how I can.
How about this one?
No, Rose, that you should.
That one. This one actually has another coinciding piece too. It's only like, these are only like a yard or a half yard, you know, but still.
Because you fed me once and I hung around? Because you used to put me out at night?
And then there's this one. I love this one. I'm definitely going to do a bag of some sort out of this one. Love this one. I'm definitely going to do a bag of some sort out of this one. I love that one. This one's kind of similar to that other one. Here's the other one that's like the button one.
I want her out of here. Well, Becky, you don't mean that. Oh, right, I'm in a real joking mood. Now get out.
And then there's the honeycombs. Yes. Hey, girl, hey.
Rebecca Devereaux, I think you must be about the bravest woman alive. You do? Oh, honey, I couldn't do what you're doing.
What's up, Betty? I know who Leona Lewis is. Yeah, the singer. Mm-hmm. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Holly. Hey, Stephanie. So, all this, the dusting of snow that we got, the ground's too warm here for it to really stick and do much. So, it was melted this morning. I mean, there's little spots across, you know, in the corners of the woods and that kind of stuff. But we're further down from Blowing Rock just by a 20-minute drive, but that 20 minutes makes a difference down the mountain. So, we didn't get a lot that stuck. It's cold. But over the next couple days, it's going to warm back up again. Like by Saturday, it's supposed to be back up in the 70s. So this is just like a spurt. You know what I mean? So I went and I fed horses, the neighbors who have the therapy horses. I went over there this morning because they're getting ready to go out of town next week. And so I'm going to care for the horses while they're gone. And muck the stalls and feeds and waters and cleans and all that other kind of stuff. Well, one of the horses, when I got over there this morning, she was like, we got to go out here and check these buckets because we put the new heated buckets on. And that way they wouldn't freeze overnight. Hopefully they worked right. So we're going to go check those. She said, but there's one bad thing. One of the horses tends to poo in her bucket, in her water bucket. I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, for real. She said, so I'm sorry, but that's what she does. She said, I said, you know, it's no big deal. It's like taking care of kids. I got one that'll poo and make a mess and one that won't. She said, yeah, exact same thing. So, we get around there and sure enough, the heated buckets worked fine, but there was poo in her bucket. She's like, I don't know why she does that, but she'll drink out of it and then she'll go poo in it and then she won't drink out of it anymore. But she eats her poo too. I was like, girl. Girl. Is Sue in here tonight? Sue Lampina? Is Sue here tonight? Moxie Melanie, obviously. Yeah, Katie, her heated bidet. Yes. Oh, Miss Johnson. Thank you, love. Mwah. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Trish. Doing good. Hope you are. Is Miss Sue Lampina? I can't remember how to say her last name. Is it in here? Is she in here tonight? I want to show something. I'm going to make a video of it too, but I want to show it. Girl, yes, I got the Golden Girls playing. Hi. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Peggy. All right, I don't know. Sue's probably not here in tonight, so I'll definitely make a video. But y'all remember my little iron, my little Oric iron? The cordless one? It went boo-boo. And she crapped out on me. So I was using my corded iron, which I don't really like. I just don't. It's got all the safety settings, so it cuts itself off and all that other good stuff. But then it takes forever to heat back up when it goes into dormant setting. So I've been using it because I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. Miss Sue sent me a new one, like my other one. I was so tickled. It was at my P.O. box. It's just like my other one that crapped out on me. Yay! So I wanted her to see it on live tonight, but obviously she's not here with us. Yes, look at this pinned comment. Thanks, Uncle Joe.
I'm not going to any hospital. Sophia, I'm working on the admitting desk. Does that make it less scary? Oh, sure. In that case, I'll get a boob job, too.
Just watch for the blue check.
Not go to the hospital. People die there. They go in, they don't come out.
Ma, that is not true.
What's up, my loves? I gotta get water to put in that before I plug it up. But yes, I'm so tickled to have my little iron back.
A trip to the hospital is the best thing for you.
You think I'm stupid? This scan has Shady Pines written all over it. Come on, we're all adults here.
So I am, who's been watching? Oh, Kelly! Mwah! Welcome to the family, love. If you're here, you're family. That's the way we roll.
I'm not getting anywhere. Blanche, you talk to her.
Oh, wait,
Blanche!
So, I'm not really one Golden Girl. I'm a combination of two, but it's the mother and daughter, so that's why. I am Sophie and Dorothy. 1000%.
I guess I have no choice. Did you hear that?
Hey, girl, hey! Oh, we've got a Fleisch go. Fleisch. Roses. 36 different people to send a rose. I appreciate you. Look, I love this show. Like, I grew up with my grandmother, spending my summers and stuff with her, and watching this with her, and then going home and watching it, and I have just, it's like, I can't go to sleep without that playing. I just can't, you know what I mean? It's like it reminds me of my Meemaw's house, you know what I mean? And I think, thanks, Moxie Melanie! The trampoline teddy! I spit. I was so excited, I'm sorry. Bristol, I'm on Alexa. Lexa, old pro, you know what I mean? Alexa. Mm-hmm. That's the one I'm on. Hey, girl, hey! Hello in Alabama. Hey, Baker's girl. Hey, Jacqueline.
You know it?
I know it very well. I was born and raised in St. Olaf.
It was a good day today. We, of course, stayed inside because it's cold outside. But it has warmed up progressively throughout the day. You know what I mean? We've got lots of ice. My little fountain over there is still running, but it's got ice all over the top of it. You know what I mean? And the wind here in the valley between the mountains, it whirlwinds in front of my house. So my fountain on that side of the concrete, all the leaves from like everybody's yard tend to whirlwind and pile up in the fountain and around the outside corner. So literally it is like this deep with leaves. Like you can't even see the one rock wall at all. So once it warms up over the next couple of days, I got to get out there and clean that up and out. Because then it's we're not supposed to have any more freezing weather again for a little bit, so.
There was a rumor that he was a clown with Ringling Brothers. But I never believed it.
But we're all doing good. We've been,
Did you know him?
getting a new tattoo. Girl, do your thing. I hadn't had a new tattoo in 5 years or more. It's been a hot minute. We hung out in the house and played inside, and we done coloring today, and we did story time today quite a few times. Of course, we had snack time like no tomorrow. And then we just kind of played and chilled today, done some laundry, stayed inside where it was warm, you know what I mean? And then I was going to get back here and try to sew. I got back here and cleaned up a little bit, but I never made it to sewing anything. So I was like, well, I guess I'll get sewing some this evening. And I'll try to. I might get something done. If I could find this, like my mind is set on that one bag project that I want that piping for. And I got to figure out where that pink ribbon's at that I want to use for piping. So it's driving me bonkers to figure out where I put it. Bristol, about 6 weeks to really full effect it. You know what I mean? Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing? I want to make a couple more of the little crossbodies.
I just met my father, my natural father. He's alive.
I want to do a couple more of these.
He's an earthling.
Because these fit your phone and stuff perfectly.
Must be a pretty reformed order.
And I'm like seriously trying to figure out which fabric I want to use to make myself one out of. Because I want one to wear when I'm in town. In and out, like when I go into Wally World and stuff. To throw my keys and my wallet and my phone and stuff down into. So that way I'm not having to try to handle all up. I normally stick my wallet up under my arm and I got my keys and holding hands. And like, if I could free up my hands and make me one of these to put everything down into and just put it on, and then I can hold little hands and we can go into the store and do what we got to do. And I know all my stuff is right here and I'm not going to lose it. You know what I mean? So I think that's gonna be my best bet to make myself one. I just got to figure out what fabric I want. I have over 150 fabrics to choose from, so. I think I'm going to do my puzzle piece fabric, honestly.
Right this way. You make me sick.
I think I'm going to do my puzzle piece fabric. I think I'm going to do my puzzle piece fabric. Because I got it restocked, finally. So I think I'm going to do my puzzle piece. Like for my strap and all. And I'm going to line it with this. But I think as far as the exterior of it, I've got some really cool pants that I'm ready to bust down. And I'm going to do the pants. And I'm going to make my crossbody liner and strap with this. I think that's the way to go. Hey, girl, hey! No, everything is like, we've got too much going on. Like, way too much going on. Nope. Not to mention, like, all extras, all extra, like, funds have gone to the house. I am hoping Gage is going to come visit for Thanksgiving. That's what they want to do. They want to come and have Thanksgiving with us. But they haven't made that definite yet. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I know they're busy. You know, I know they're busy. They got school and work and all that. So, you know, it would be nice to see them, though. Hey, Turbo, Tim, and Mom. Mwah, love you. All quiet one. Hope you get to feel better. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you, love. So, my iron was kaput. But Sue Lampina, I think is how you say her last name. She sent me a brand new one. So I was showing it off tonight. I got a replacement. Oh, we're halfway there. Tracy Wilson. Yes, I am an ordained minister. Mm-hmm. I sure can. I can officiate ceremonies all day long. I actually officiated my son's ceremony for he and his husband. So yes, I absolutely can. Hey, girl, hey! Thanks for the roses, loves. How are you tonight? Nightwing, thanks for joining. Alicia, thank you. Rise Bammy, hey girl, hey. Hey Melody. Hey Dale, how are you, love? Oh, look, is Tim close by? Does Tim need a song? Do I need to sing Tim a song? I love my Tim now. You know I'm praying for y'all. Does Tim need to hear a song tonight? Hey Justin. Thanks for joining. Rosemary, yes! Which one does Tim want to hear? What does Tim want to hear tonight? I'm going to let Tim pick. What does Tim want to hear? I'll sing him a song. Do y'all follow Turbo Tim? I love me some Turbo Tim. And some Mom Kathy, too. Hey, Tim, Listen, how about I sing you a little bit of... Let's do this one, because Ray Boltz has been on my mind. He's restarted his concerts and stuff, so I am trying to follow as much as possible to keep up with that. But if you've not followed Turbo Tim on here, you should. Turbo Tim and Mom Kathy are some of my favorite peeps on here. Been following me for a very, very long time. And Tim's my buddy. I always try to catch up with him and follow him and find out what's going on and see if school's going good and how the bus rides are going. You know what I mean? So, Tim, here you go. This one's for you. How about some... There's a lighthouse on a hillside that overlooks life's seas. When I'm tossed, oh, it sends out a light that I might see. And the light that shines in darkness now will safely lead us home. If it wasn't for the lighthouse, my ship would sail no more. And I thank God for the lighthouse. I owe my life to Him, for Jesus is the lighthouse. And from the rocks of sin, He has shone the light around me, that I might clearly see. If it wasn't for the lighthouse, tell me, where would this ship be? Now everybody that lives around us says, tear that lighthouse down. Oh, the big ships don't sail this way anymore. There's no use in its standing ground. But my mind goes back to that stormy night when just in time I saw the light from that old lighthouse, standing there on a hill. And I thank God for the lighthouse. I owe my life to Him, for Jesus is the lighthouse. And from the rocks of sin, He has shone the light around me, that I might clearly see. If it wasn't for the lighthouse, tell me, where would this ship be? If it wasn't for the lighthouse, tell me, where would this ship be? I love you. I was like, why is it so blurry? Oh, I love you, mean it. Thank you. I had a thought. I thought maybe, just maybe, my ribbon was in that drawer, and it's not. Let's see. Is it in this basket? Negatory. Negatory. Where did I put that ribbon? Let's see. What about, ooh. What about, I was going to sing Ray Boltz earlier, and then that popped in my head. I don't know why that popped in my head, but that was obviously what I was supposed to sing. But I was actually thinking about the song, The anchor holds, though the ship it's battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I faced those raging seas, but the anchor holds in spite of the storm. Because the anchors go whole, baby. It's go whole. You know, there were a lot of people that were really put out, and I know a lot of you have seen this video going around about the lady who has called the different churches and asked for formula with the video, with the recording of a baby crying in the background. And that there were a couple of churches, pastors, that got butthurt because their church was called out. Let me tell you something. If your church wouldn't be willing to give formula for a baby that was in need, maybe your tithing needs to go to a food bank that will. I said what I said. Ain't that right, Melanie? IJS. Oh, thanks, Hillary. Love you. Mean it. You can't keep standing up and supporting these churches that ain't standing up and supporting the communities that surround them. Is that not what we're called to do to begin with? As workers of Christ and workers of Jesus Christ and followers of Jesus Christ, is to help those in need. So why are we turning down those that are reaching out? If I can walk into a random Wally World and purchase formula for someone, the churches you paying your tithe into should be able to do the same thing. Without question. And if your church is not willing to do that, then pull your tithing from that church and send it to your local food bank. That ain't doing God's work. That ain't putting out what's supposed to be put out from the church. And don't give me this BS bullcrap. I ain't even gonna say BS. You right, Mimi. You absolutely right. But don't give me this bullcrap about we support our own. Bullshit. You know why I call bullshit? Because I've been one of your own and you didn't support when I was in need. Try that BS with somebody else. Church is in here, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with no building. Church is in here. And the church that's in here is fed out throughout the world. And people see what's in here. You hear me? They can see church in you. You can also see when somebody ain't got church in them. Especially when they standing up in a pulpit calling somebody out and calling them to be a witch. Just because they got proven to be unchristlike. And I saw two different pastors that posted videos. And one of them took his account completely down after he posted it. Why? Because you knew the backlash you was getting was true. That's exactly what it was. The backlash that you were receiving was exactly what you deserved for being the shitty person you are. Plain and simple. Had I been at a place where I had gotten that call and I had turned to the people within that church or that building and said, hey, we've got a woman on the phone with a crying baby in the background and she needs formula for this baby now. It has not eaten. It is time for it to eat. We got to do something to help this baby out. And they would have looked at me and told me there ain't nothing we could do. I'd have gone back to the phone and said, hold on, honey, where are you at and where can I meet you at? I will be happy to meet you to get you formula. But don't worry about ever calling this church again. That's BS. From an ordained minister. Oh, Lynn. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They are going to bust hell wide open. Full force on the way down. The thing is, you know, they'll be the first ones to stand up in the pulpit and tell you that's what you gonna do because you ain't done what you was supposed to do in life. You know what I mean? Like, really? Really? I don't know, y'all. It literally, it grinds my gears. Do you hear me? Hey, Sandra in Charleston, how's it going? Hillary, me too, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Girl, bye. This thing is not working with me tonight. I can't. I grew up in the church. I grew up in organized religion. I no longer follow that dogma. Am I an ordained minister? Yes. Is my faith still my faith? Yes, my faith is my faith, and my faith is strong, but that's because Jesus lives within me. He don't live in the church through me. You see what I mean? There's a big difference. You know? There's a big difference. I ran into a lady at Walmart the other day, and I was standing in line and talking to her, and she said, your spirit is so sweet. Your spirit is so sweet, and I just could stand here and talk to you for hours on end. She said, I can tell. And I said, what can you tell? I was thinking she was going to be like, I can tell you. Because I normally get that. You know what I mean? She said, I can tell he lives in your heart. And I was like, praise Jesus. I'm glad you said that. You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear. You know what? And I mean, I get the other. I don't care about that. I mean, you could question that. I'll answer that one too. Yes, girl. Susan, I can do one custom. Yep, I sure can. Kristen, remember that the Bible is a collection of stories. A collection of stories told by other men and then transcribed by man again to be written. And remember, it's been transcribed many, many times. So you have to take into consideration when you are trying to study. I wouldn't tell you as much to study as much as read. Just read. Read it. And then say, what did I take from this? Because I believe that Jesus speaks through each one of us differently when we are reading scriptures and when we are listening to songs and when we are going through life in general. Jesus has a way to minister to us throughout our everyday life. And it may not be reading the Bible every day. It may be that you went out and you did something good for someone. And in turn, you got that feeling. You know that feeling. You know what I mean? So I think there's a lot more to it than just, you know. Exactly. Simply sweet. Exactly. I can believe in God anywhere in the world. I don't got to be in a building for my belief to be my belief or to be seen through me. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, I have not just one, I have multiple little devotional books from Wally World. And they each one have a different scripture for the day and on a different little story. And I love a devotional because it's still giving me my scripture and it's giving me just a little story and something that I can feed from and feed off of for the day. So I like my devotionals. That's still giving me my scripture. You know what I mean? See, I say that too. My health journey has always shown I've got faith. I'm bone on bone. I have no disc in my back. From 2 in my neck until down in between my shoulders, the bottom 4 are bone on bone in my back, and I have 2 bulging discs, and I do not ever stop. God carries me through. There are days I can't do as much as others, and those days I just take it a little bit easier. You coat down with a little extra cream, you know? God's gonna bring me through. He's brought me this. He ain't brought me this far to leave me. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? He ain't brought me this far to leave me. Can I get an amen? What about, y'all got me into singing mood. I'm into preaching singing mood now. Y'all got me going. Balloon crowns are what we're going for. Balloon crowns, balloon crowns. If we do all of the balloon crowns, then we'll have another one. And if we do all of that one, I got a little something, something. How about some, let's do this for everybody else, but let's do it again for Sherry tonight. I did this one on a video earlier today, and I love this song. It's always been one of my favorites. It says, you've been in this storm, and it seems like forever, and your nights of confusion have been oh so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm's got you drifting, but the night's almost over. So ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God's right there with you. You may not feel him, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning it's coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Remember his promise. He said, I'll never forsake you. Though the waters they're raging, they'll do you no harm. Don't give up the battle, for your answer, it's coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God's right there with you. You may not feel him, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning, it's coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. He's right there with you. So ride out your storm. He'll never leave you. So ride out your storm. Yes. Thank you, Sydney. Oh, Evan, prayers, hugs, and love, my friend. That's not Evan, that's Eva M. Oh, thank you, guys. We gonna help Tim settle down tonight, one way or the other. How about some... Oh, I don't know that I've ever done this one. Here, how about... There's a river somewhere that's called Jordan, and they say that it's deep and it's wide, and they say that the king and the beggar on that shore will stand side by side at the crossing of the Jordan. Why should I be afraid? Well, there'll be someone there who loves me to guide me across the river to endless joys above. Oh, the river, it's deep and so stormy, but it will pass like a dream in the night, and my soul will awake in the morning in regions of endless delight at the crossing of the Jordan. Why should I be afraid? Well, there'll be someone there who loves me to guide me across the river to endless joys above, to endless joys above. Ooh. Oh, Neon Queen, love you, mean it. Thank you for being here. Hey, Nanny Pico. Let's see. How about somebody asked for In the Garden a few minutes ago. I did see that, so I will do that. We do have school tomorrow. Yes, we do have school tomorrow. We do. Am I working out? Lifting the kids nonstop. Yes, I am lifting my weights a little bit again. I need to get back to my sit-ups and push-ups, but I'm not doing those again yet. I'm not quite at that just yet. I'll get there though. We're gonna hang out until 10 o'clock. So we got like 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes. So somebody asked for In the Garden and somebody asked for Jason Crabb song. So I'm gonna hit those two for sure. So In the Garden, how's that? So let's bring it down to I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear sounding on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And then let's see, Jason Crabb. On to Jason Crabb in. How about some... How about some... So many times I've questioned certain circumstances and things I could not understand. And many times in trials, weakness blurs my vision, and my frustration gets so out of hand. It's then I am reminded I've never been forsaken. I've never had to stand one test alone. As I look at all the victories, the Spirit rises up in me. It's through the fire my weakness is made strong. He never promised that the cross would not get heavy and the hill would not be hard to climb. He never offered victory without fighting, but he said help would always come in time. Just remember, when you're standing in the valley of decision and the adversary says, give in, just hold on. Our Lord will show up, and he will take you through the fire again. Woo! Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I got to cut the fan on. It's getting hot. I'm starting to sweat. Like it's getting hot back here. Oh, Ruth Ballard. Thank you, love. I have been singing for a very long time. Very, very long time. I directed music in the church for a long time. When I came out and left my ex-wife, I was disowned from the church and most of my family. And it has never swayed my faith. It did not deter me from becoming an ordained minister. And it did not deter me from telling that I live a faithful life, faithful to Jesus, and therefore because I'm faithful to him, he's faithful to me, and he has never let me down and never not provided for me in some way, shape, or form. So, he ain't brought us this far to leave us. Know what I mean, Jillian? And I would have bought the formula. FYI. And a grocery basket full of extras. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oh, Linda, thank you, love. Oh, I love you being it, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. I appreciate you tremendously. Wolf of Darkness, welcome. Thank you, Linda. Look, we're almost at 3:18 and 1:28. Hot diggity dog. Bill, right? I'm on it, doggone it. I don't know Stroll Over. Like, I remember Stroll Over Heaven, like, from, like, my grandparents singing it and stuff, but, like, I don't know it to pop off and sing it like that. There's a lot of old songs that like, pop up. Beulah Land? Oh, that one's a hard one. I sang that song at my daddy's funeral and at my granddaddy's funeral, but I still love it. Let's see. I'm kind of homesick for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, and time won't matter anymore. Beulah Land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. Rob, I can't even walk. Let's see. I thought number one would surely be me. I thought I would be all I wanted to be. I thought of myself as a mighty big man, but I can't even walk without you holding my hand. I can't even walk without you holding my hand. The mountain's too high and the valley's too wide. Down on my knees, that's where I've learned to stand. 'Cause I can't even walk without you holding my hand. No, I can't even walk without you holding my hand. Ashley, welcome, welcome, love bug. If you're here, you're family. That's the way we roll. So welcome to the Fahmy family. Fahmy is father and mommy all in one. Let me give you a little background for those of you who are new here. This will kind of wind down the live, so to speak. I have been on TikTok for close to 6 years now. I started TikTok to tell about our surrogacy journey with myself and my husband. I was married to a woman for 10.5 years. I have 2 biological children that are 22 and 23. I have a stepdaughter that is 28, who has 2 boys that are 8 and 10, so I am a grandfather as well. And then my ex-wife and I separated. And when we separated, she stayed straight long enough to win full custody of our children and strip rights away from me. And then she came out and married her wife right after I married my husband. We then co-parented. Things were just okay. It was what it was. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? You let resentment lie when you got kids, and it was what it was. The kids are now older, and we are cordial, but we don't like communicate on a regular basis. I send her a happy birthday, a Merry Christmas, Happy Mother's Day, hope all is well. That's about all she gets from me anymore. Because I don't have to have that conversation. Now, my husband and I, we have been together for 13 years together. We've been married for 11, going on 12. This year will be 12. We have 2 children via surrogate. Same surrogate for both. And my husband is biological father to both. So, they are full-blooded siblings. They are 3 and 4. A little more about our journey here. I do meal prep and I cook at night and do my lives at night once the kids go to bed. Have for quite a few years now. I do sewing and craft projects. I make custom handbags and totes. And like this is a little crossbody that I made. So I make custom handbags and totes and kitchen towel boas, and I have my cookbooks and my tumblers and my coffee mugs and all that other kind of stuff. And that's how I help provide and make ends meet. I'm an entrepreneur. I've got to make ends meet somehow because I got to be home with my kids full time too. My husband does golf cart repair and maintenance, and then maintenance throughout our community as his full-time work. And then I do other cleaning throughout the community as well for my job, and landscaping on top of everything else. Our baby boy, who is 4, is level 3 autism, nonverbal, with high learning disability, and also has, we're basically on the mindset of an 18-month-old and have never really come out of that. We're getting ready to start therapies and such for that, but have not gotten to that as of yet. I'm getting to you, ho. About 3 years ago, we moved from South Carolina to North Carolina to live in a tiny home community and campground all in one, named Starlight Lodge. And this is where Rue, our 3-year-old, has grown up. We came here for the first visit when she was 8 weeks old. So, South Carolina, I grew up in the Columbia area, would have been class graduating 99 in Spring Valley, but I dropped out and got my GED. And then left and went to Camden, then back to Lugoff, then Elgin, then Columbia, then Atlanta, Georgia, and then down to Charleston, and then now North Carolina. We were out of school today for Veterans Day. So when we moved here to our tiny home community that we fell in love with, and I say it's ours because it's ours just as much as it's everybody else's. It's our home. The Gunkles are who run and own the community. And we call them the Gunkles because they're the God uncles or the boom uncles. Gunkle Joe said he's not, but his husband is. So that's Gunkle Joe and Gunkle Nene. So then once we moved here, we were able to finally finalize all of Huxley's medical diagnosis and all that kind of stuff. It took 3 years to get medical diagnosis for Huxley. He's just 4.5, but it has taken 3 years to get medical diagnosis, but we finally have it. But we didn't really get into any of that until we were here and had the support of our community here, like Gunkle Joe and Gunkle Nate, who said, yo, wait a minute. So-and-so that lives 3 doors down from you is a psychiatrist and a medical doctor, and he can help. And this person over here does neuroscience. And this person that lives in this one works at this doctor's office. And we can, like, there was so much that happened. It was just like, so the ball really got to rolling once we got all the connections and stuff. So the community did not just save us as far as being a gay couple with kids and to be able to be in a community where we were safe and sound. It's a gated community unless you got reservations to stay at one of the cabins in here or to rent a camping site. You don't come in. You know what I mean? So we're in a gated, safe community, and we know it's LGBTQIA owned, operated, and occupied. And everybody's always like, well, does that mean straight people can come? Y'all, the A is ally. That's for you straighties. When we say y'all, we really mean all. You know what I mean? Unlike some places. Not we mean all if you white, or we mean all if you from the USA, or we mean all because you do the same kind of clothing we do, and yeah, we don't do all that. Or because you wear your hair long and you don't cut it. Or because all the girls wear dresses. Like, we don't do all that. It's a y'all. All. And see this, you know. Miss German lady, absolutely. I don't know if I can make anything German for you. I can make a German chocolate cake. But I'm trying to make you something German when you came to visit. Kelly Powers, we're in a tiny home. Now, the tiny homes, as you can see, they basically have the big travel trailer, the big Destin travel trailers and park model campers that have the nice cabinets and all that in it. That's what a tiny home has in it, the nicer upgraded stuff. And it's built on an actual trailer frame. So it comes in on wheels, and then they put it on, they put it on blocks and take the wheels out. Some had their wheels still up under them. I think ours are up under there, but they're disconnected and just laying on the ground. Anywho, they come in on wheels. Now, their average 499 square foot is a standard. Oh yeah, we do the German food for Oktoberfest. I forgot, we have all kinds of events here too. So they're 499 square foot when they come in here, and then they can be added on to. Ours has been added on to a few times, plus it has 2 lofts. So there's a loft above me. There's another loft right above the kitchen area with a stairwell in between. There's this bedroom below the one loft, which used to be the original master. Then the people who owned this before us, they added a room on that side that is a big bedroom and laundry room that used to be our master bedroom that is now Huxley's bedroom. Because Huxley's in a safety bed, so his safety bed fits in there. It don't fit in these rooms. And then what was the front drop living room, it was like a Florida room. We converted that into our master bedroom. So we technically have 5 bedrooms. Technically, if you count the 2 loft spaces, there's 5 bedrooms. A living room, and then a dining and kitchen area that's all together. And then we have a bathroom and our own private laundry. So we sit at 1,100 square foot. So really, we're a small house, but... What is a safety bed? So, when you have children that are on the spectrum, especially, that don't always sleep through the night and can be a harm to themselves if they get out of bed, Huxley has a tendency to wake at about 3:30, 4 in the morning before everybody else does. And he can't be up because he has pica, which means that everything goes to his mouth and he chews and tears stuff up. So, if your doctor feels that it is a necessity and your child is medically diagnosed, which we are medically diagnosed, the doctor can send in for you to have a safety bed through your insurance brought into your home. And it almost is like a massive crib, basically, that's big enough for an adult to get in. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, it's got sides all the way up it, and he can't climb out of it because it's got a mesh top over the top. And it's really high, so that way he can't even get to the top. And then that way he can only sleep. You know what I mean? That's all he can do. Lay around and sleep. We got about 8 minutes left before I'm out of here, guys. But that is the only way that I can sleep, because if I go to sleep and I were to fall asleep really, really hard and not hear him, and he were to wake up and get out of the bed and tear something up or get choked or something, I'd never be able to live with myself. Yeah, he cannot get out of it. There is no climbing out of it. It goes straight up to the ceiling. There is no climbing out of it. My iron did break, but my sweet friend on here, Sue Lampina, she sent me a brand new one, exactly like my old one, the little cordless. I love it. Yes, so we use the Wyze cameras, the WYZE cameras, because they connect to your phone. So, like, literally, I can step out in the yard and see what's going on. I can literally step over to the lodge and watch them sleep in the bed. The lodge is right behind my house, so. He does not eat the sheets. He chews on them. He has a blankie, those muslin blankies. like receiving blankets. He has those, and he winds up the corner and he chews on them. So there's no cure for autism. We do therapy to help transition from the 18-month-old stage that we're kind of stuck in into a little bit progressed stage of self-awareness and being able to do things for himself and being able to communicate better and that kind of thing. So we are in line for therapy. On the 17th of this month, next week, we have his evaluation. So he goes for 2 hours to be evaluated and for them to determine where they need to place him, how many hours of ABA, this is behavioral therapy, that he would need on a daily basis to help progress him on a better, be able to live and do things as normal as anybody else did. You know what I mean? And does. So they will also work with like getting him set up, if we can't get communication going right off the start, working with like a communication device, a tablet that he could talk to me through the tablet. So, and he does know how to work a tablet. So by all means, that was probably going to be one thing that we're going to be doing on the first couple weeks. You know what I mean? But we've got to get him into the therapy, and thank the good Lord above. That will be set in stone. By the end of next week, we should know a start date. So my baby boy is 4.5 actually. Oh, Sherry, I'm so glad you were able to join in tonight. Love you, mean it. And then baby girl is 3. Now, baby girl is not on the spectrum. Honey, she is talking so much now. I got to get her to say Huxley on a video. She calls Huxley now. She don't just call him Bubba. She'll still call him Bubba. But she'll go, Huxley, Huxley, Huxley. I got to get her to do it. It's so cute. And then she was in the living room today, and I had given Huxley a snack, and she had her back turned to me. And so I walked out of the living room, and I came back here to the office to start straightening up a little bit, and I heard, Mommy, where are you? Mommy, where are you? I said, I'm back here. Where you at? I was like, I had to stick my head around the corner. I said, I'm right here. Gustinina, I hope I said that right. So Huxley was different from birth. He never said, like, it was hard to get him to settle. He cried a lot. Self-soothing never happened. I've just recently gotten him to self-soothe. We've just started getting him to, be able to get self-soothing under control. He had to be worn physically. I had a papoose, and he had to be connected skin to skin, like had to be touching you. He's always done this and had his hand down my shirt, and he has to be touching skin to skin. Like, I've got pictures. Hold on. Let me show you. See his little hand right at my chest? This hand is tucked. It's the one behind. It's up into my shirt arm. This one, he's got his hand behind my neck, in my shirt, down my back. Like, he's still that way when he's with me. I'm like, son, you're stretching my clothes out. Stop. He's a mess. All right, it's a minute till 10. I'm about to sing us out of here. I will be live again tomorrow night. I will be making potato soup tomorrow night. So come join us tomorrow night. No more kids. 5 kids and 2 grands is enough. Now, if God saw fit to drop them on the doorstep, I'd love and take care of them as my own in a heartbeat. But I ain't seen no babies dropped off on my doorstep recently. Potato soup is in the cookbook, yes. Volume 2. All right, my loves. I love you. I appreciate you staying with me tonight and hanging out. Yeah, he does give you head bumps in place of hugs and kisses. It's a head bump. And then he sniffs you too. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you, thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. Your pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And a card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. I love you. I mean it. Y'all sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Till we meet again on the flip side. Onward and upward, baby. Onward and upward. Night. I'll get you in the morning with some videos of us leaving for school. Love you, mean it. Bye.